Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Ritmika and you have reached Natural Vibration. As you can see, I have done a little bit of a different setup. I just kind of wanted to shake things up. So I did spring cleaning, as they say, and resettled my healing room, and I don't know. I just wanted to try something different. So let me know what you think of this new setup. This way you can kind of see the cards in the front. Let's see if that goes well. I'm inspired by other readers. All right, so let's get started. This is a twin flame update. I know it's been a while since I've done one. I know you might have noticed that my channel has been going through a couple of changes. I've been sort of posting a lot of pick a card readings. To be fair, the reason I'm doing that is because I want to kind of take the focus away just from twin flame dynamics. Not because I don't believe in the twin flame. I still believe I'm in a twin flame union, but honestly, I feel like when we are only watching twin flame readings, we it's hard for us to detach. Does that make sense? I feel like when we want to detach and grow and focus on ourselves, by watching too many twin flame readings, we kind of go back to that feeling of attachment. So that's the only reason I'm sort of pacing them out. I'm going to still continue doing that. Um, but yeah, so I'm going to use this deck. I haven't used this in a while, so let's hope I can figure it out. Yeah, this is a twin flame update, divine masculine, divine feminine, especially after this full moon that has passed. So what's the overall energy for the divine masculine? At this time, after full moon. Whoop! All right, interesting. Books. They've got a lot of books here. As you can see, we've got mirror, we've got the key, there's opening. I read these as the oracle again. I don't go by the book, as you know. And there are books, yeah. All right. So what I'm getting from this is that the divine masculine at this time is focusing a lot on finding solutions for healing, for wellness. If you see, the mirror is talking about having a closer look, a look into looking into the surface more deeply, and this is obviously to do with the divine feminine, trying to understand and look at themselves in the mirror and understand how they played the role. The books here are telling me they might be getting into further education. This could be actual education. This could be figuring out what this connection really means to them, maybe getting a degree or expanding their education so that they feel at power or at the same level as the feminine. Could be multiple things, but what I'm really getting from this is that they're definitely working on themselves. They're trying to find answers, the key that opens the lock. They're trying to figure out what it is that they need to open up this door that is blocking them from truly going after you, truly going after what they love, truly healing whatever that is broken, to also sort of be able to break free from the situation they're in. So there's a lot of internal work happening at this time with the divine masculine. Let's look at the divine feminine's overall energy after this full moon. All right. So what we've got is we have got this is, wow, look at the imagery. It's the angel that is tied up. Yeah, I feel like the divine feminine at this time feels really stuck, really blocked off. She feels like her wings have been tied up. She wants to break free. She has okay, so what I'm getting this is that she feels like she's stuck. The divine feminine at this time feels like she's stuck, but what she doesn't see is there is a knife right here that she can use to cut all these ties, which means she's not really stuck. She actually has the tools that she needs to break free, but she's not utilizing that. She's not taking up that. She's not seeing it. It's right in front of her, and yet she's not seeing it. I feel like a lot of divine feminine at this time feel as if they're stuck, feel as if they're lost, feel as if they can't move forward, feel like they don't know what to do. And the universe is telling them that, look, you actually have the tools to break free from whatever it is that is feeling you feeling making you feel like you're tied up. You have it, it's in your hands, you're just not seeing it, divine feminine. Crazy. Hi guys, sorry, my phone started ringing. It's a Sunday when I'm recording this because that's the only day my neighbor's construction crew doesn't work. But I also, unfortunately or fortunately, have an event happening today, and I have to keep coordinating that. And even though everything is going fine, the client, I keep getting calls from the client, and you know how it is. So unfortunately, it's a little urgent, which is why I picked up. And I mean, I could not record this today, but then I have no other day to record because of the construction. All right. Sorry, universe, for the interruption. So, as we discussed, the divine feminine definitely has, she definitely feels stuck. She feels bound and she can get out, but she just doesn't see it. She just doesn't feel it. I feel like she's not, there is a solution, but she's not really watching it. She's not seeing it. And I think that's the problem. She just doesn't she's just not paying attention, not that she's not paying attention, but like she can't see it. All right. She just can't see it. Sometimes when we are so caught up, we just can't see a situation. It happens. What are you gonna do, right? So, divine masculine, what else is going on in the divine masculine? Spiritual and emotional space. Trust, healing family issues. It's so funny. I've seen this come out in so many other people's card readings for the masculine. All right, divine feminine, emotional and spiritual. Keep an open mind. Your soulmate may differ from your usual type and expectations. Yep, that's like feeling all caught up and stuck. Spiritual. Express your love. Unrequited love. And what's the union energy at this time? Oh, actually, no, I'm going to get back to that. Sorry, guys. I didn't pull it from the other one also. I'll do that in a bit. Let's pull all the cards, okay? And then we're going to... Dear universe, what's going on in the divine masculine's physical and 3D world? And what does he feel towards the divine feminine? Strengthening bonds. I'm sorry about the glare. See, I like being next to the window because you get the light, but then there's a glare. So many problems. I should just have a studio setup, right? I really like this setup though. So I'm going to see if I can continue keeping this. Maybe just turn the table around or something. I don't know. We'll see. All right, universe. What else is going on? Blossom. I think we got something similar last time. And then let's look at the divine feminine, physical and 3D towards the divine masculine. Too many cards. I will take this. Find balance. And just one more, please. Too many. Too many. All right. Move. Reach out. Okay, we got two cards of reaching out. Divine feminine is really missing the divine masculine. All right, so let's start with the divine masculine, spiritual and emotional. We have got trust and healing family issues. So let's start with healing family issues. As you can see, the divine masculine's overall energy is all about figuring things out, trying to understand why they are the way they are, why did things not work out in the past, how they can heal past issues, how they can open up the lock that is closing their heart space, all of that. And I feel like that has a lot to do with their family issues. If somebody suffers from depression, anxiety, a lot of it has to do with childhood wounds, stuff that kind of stayed with us when we were younger, and they kind of continue to stay with us irrespective of how old we are, because we haven't healed the wounds that that happened. And I'm not trying to say everybody's parent is mean, of course not. It's just that most of us don't know how to do things. We think this is the right thing, but maybe we don't actually do what the other person wants us to do. And that happens a lot, right? Our parents try their best, but sometimes it's just not what we need. And I feel like the divine masculines definitely been working on healing. They're realizing a lot of their patterns have to do with their childhood. Maybe they suffer from depression, anxiety, lack of self-love, lack of self-worth. All of that is coming from the childhood wounds, but they're working on healing that. So that's great, right? We want them to work on healing that. Then we've got trust. I feel this is great because that means the divine masculines finally opening up their heart and trusting the situation. I feel like they're no longer resisting it. They are definitely opening up their heart space to trust that, look, whatever I have to do, it's for the best. It's for my benefit. It is the right thing. Now, that doesn't mean they always know what to do. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying that they're kind of trusting the divine. Maybe they've been resisting this connection so much that now they finally realize that I can't resist this anymore. If this is coming up, then I must trust the situation. For whatever reason the universe wants me to see this, there's obviously a reason for that. We have also got strengthening bonds. The strengthening bonds card comes in the physical, along with blossom. The divine masculine at this time is working on strengthening his bonds. I feel not just to the divine feminine, but this could be also to his family, through his where he gets that, the roots are all about your stability, your roots, and your roots are your family, your parents, your close knit community. And I feel like they're working on strengthening that as well, which in turn will help them strengthen their love and bond towards the divine feminine. They are definitely on the path of making things better. They're definitely on the path of strengthening this connection. And it is happening hand in hand because they're doing a lot of work. So even though a lot of you may feel like the divine masculine's not been reaching out, they haven't done anything, the universe wants you to know that they're actually working really hard. They're in the process, and they're doing the work. They really are. It's not like they're not. It's all happening, on the background. It's all happening silently, and they're not reaching out to you, which is why you can't see it. Now we've also got the blossoming card, and this is in the 3D world towards the divine feminine. This is telling me that the divine masculine feels that definitely wants things to kind of grow between the two of them, and he's on the process of making this happen. All right, I mean, it's not just as simple as, hey, let's be together. There are obviously things that are in the way, but he does want this to grow, and I feel like he is taking steps to make this grow, to evolve, to blossom, to grow this connection, to grow this relationship. Now let's look at the divine feminine. So we've got three cards in the spiritual. We've got keep an open mind, express your love, and we've got unrequited love. What this is telling me very simply is that the divine feminine, yeah, she feels stuck. She feels stuck, she feels bound. And the reason she feels that way is because she feels deep down that maybe this is not going to work out. But she can't move forward. I get that. I completely get this feeling. It's like I want to move forward, but I can't. I want I want this relationship to work out, and if this relationship doesn't work out, I want to be with someone else, someone who loves me, but I can't forget my twin. I can't move on. So that leaves you feeling very frustrated. That leaves you feeling very stuck, because we all, I don't think any of us is like, hey, this is the only one for us, and if they don't get it, I'll be alone. Of course not. We hope this is the one, and if there isn't, we hope that we will get somebody who will love us as much. But that is not happening, and because we can't move forward, and I feel like that's the issue. We feel stuck. The divine feminine feels stuck. And The universe is telling you that I know, I feel we've got two cards of this, reaching out and express your love. Both the divine feminine in her spiritual and her emotional as well as in her physical really really wants this person to reach out. They want their twin to speak to them. They're desperately hoping and praying that they could just reach out, that they could just have a conversation, they could just talk about it. It's not even whether you guys are together. It's about, can we just speak? Can we just talk? Can I just tell you how I feel? Can you just tell me what the issue is? All of those things, right? And then we got keep an open mind. The universe is telling the divine feminine that you need to kind of relax. And what I'm getting from this is more than that, actually, is that the divine feminine is trying to keep an open mind. So like I said, the divine feminine feels stuck. She feels that that she really wants to tell this person how they feel. In fact, I feel like she has a lot of love in her heart for just people, and she just wants to share. She wants that intimacy, she wants that connection. And but she doesn't think this relationship is going anywhere because it's been so long. And because of that, she feels stuck and she's trying to keep an open mind. This could be that she's trying to date new people. I know I definitely tried. I tried to go on to a dating site and I tried to meet people. The conversation was so bullshit that within like an hour of speaking to them on chat, I just got bored. It was just like, this is not a conversation. This is not, and you keep comparing and you keep, and that maybe that's what's happening. So then you feel frustrated. I mean, I completely relate to this. It's so sad and funny at the same time. But like, you feel stuck because you want to move on and you're trying to move on, but you can't, you know? Now, in the physical, as we said, she definitely wants the divine masculine to reach out, but we've also got find balance and move. Now, what the find balance card is telling me is the divine feminine really wants to find some sort of a balance in her life. I feel like she wants things to get balanced out. This is to me justice. She doesn't believe that the way she's being treated is fair. And I get it. And if she's not being treated fair, she wants the world to teach her. She wants the divine masculine to treat her well. She wants the divine masculine to kind of be like, okay, you don't love me, you don't want me, that's fine, but why do you have to ignore me? Why do you have to, ghost me? Why can't we just have a conversation? It's okay if you don't want me. Why can't we just be friends? Or even if you're not friends, could you at least tell me if you are alive and well? I mean, there are some people in complete no conversation, no contact mode. And can you imagine how painful that must be? And I feel like the divine feminine feels that she deserves this. She wants the energies to get balanced, where she's not the only one doing it. And she's trying her best to pull back, but then she feels stuck, you know? She wants this love, she wants a connection, you know? I'm not sure why this card is called Move, but to me, this is all about union. This is all about wanting, this is that hand fasting ritual where you commit to each other. And the divine feminine she just wants love. I think she just wants that true love. And you know what? It's not just I want love with my twin. If my twin isn't the right one for me, then why can't I just find somebody who's as loving or as wonderful or makes me feel the same way? I think she's open to all of that, but she just, you know what I mean? She's just not feeling it. And I feel sad. It's hard. It's very hard. So let's look at the union energies at this time, universe. What's the union energy of twin flames at this time? Oh, wow, we got 4 cards. I did not want 4, but okay. Okay, these turned up right. Look at that. That's a mother holding her child, nurturing. That is, to me, that's an alchemy card. Wanting things, making things happen. Holding on to knowledge, holding on to information, holding on to all that they have learned. Ego, how people perceive us, vain. Interesting. Let's get some more. Dear universe, what's the union energy at this time for all twin flames? Something turned. Did something turn? No, it did not. All right, 2 cards. Children, yep, going underneath that. Chemistry, there's a strong magnetic connection. And union energy. Opportunity beckons. Underneath the Wayne card, we have too many universe. Oh, shit. Crap. Sorry, guys. It fell to the ground. Alright, we had 3 cards. Still getting used to the new setup. Giving and receiving. Nurture. Going back to that. Manifest. Okay. So let's look at it systematically. Okay. There is definitely childhood situations, childhood wounds being healed at this time. Okay. You see this card, this is about a mother's love. This is about feeling safe, feeling nurtured. And I feel like this could be some of the issues that the Divine Masculine is currently working on. If you see, it goes very well in hand with children. This could be you as a child or you as having a relationship, as well as nurture, which is the same as this, feeling loved, feeling protected. I feel like right now, both parties are still working on healing their inner child. The Divine Masculine specifically is working on healing childhood wounds, childhood patterns that made them feel they weren't good enough, that made them feel they weren't protected enough. The Mercury retrograde is just ending. I feel even for the Divine Feminine, there could be issues from the past that have come up, situations which with their parents, with their family that have sort of existed throughout, and maybe there's another flare up, and I can definitely relate to this. And it just kind of brings back old feelings of they don't care about me, I was never treated the way I wanted, I was never loved the way I wanted, all of that, right? We've also got now the ego card. What this is telling me is that we're looking at ourselves. So this is giving me a couple of things. There are mirrors outside. And I feel like the world has always been reflecting back to us what we feel within. All right? This is ego, yeah? But it's also more about reflections. People treat you the way you feel deep down about yourself. Have you noticed that? If you think you're a loser, if you think you're not a good person, you will be faced with situations that make you feel like you're not good enough. Whatever the case may be, that is what's going on here. That the Divine Feminine and the Divine Masculine may be facing issues where people are reflecting to them a version of themselves that they're not really happy about. This could be how their life has been throughout. This could be how they don't want people to perceive them in a certain way, and they've been working on that. But we've also got these 3 cards. We've got first and foremost that there is this really strong connection here that cannot be denied, right? It's such a strong connection that no matter what, that you still feel it. And I feel like, I'll go back here. I feel like the divine, both of them, both parties have been trying to gain a lot of knowledge about this connection. I feel like Divine Masculine as well as the Divine Feminine feel so strongly about each other and they can't understand why. A lot of Divine Feminines know the twin flame dynamic, but not everybody does. Not everybody understands, and not all Divine Masculines know it. And I feel like they're trying to get all that information. And sometimes it's like, okay, you have so much information, but are you actually taking any action on it? I feel like even if the Divine Masculine or the Divine Feminine have understood everything they've got to understand about this connection, about the universe, they're not really using it wisely. They're not using it to manifest what it is that they want. Remember, the outside world is a reflection of your inside world. So if you want love in your life, if you want the right partner, if you whatever you want in life, You can use your tools, you can use law of attraction to manifest it. But I feel like a lot of us, even though we know all of this, we're not using these tools. I mean, I completely relate. I like to do my gratitude journal, and that helps me manifest. But for the last few months, I've not been doing it. I know I should, but I just don't feel like it. I'd rather stay in that weird lull, where you should do it, but you're not. And I feel like that's where a lot of divine feminines and masculines might be, where they know what they need to do to manifest this connection, but they're not really taking the action. But there is going to be an opportunity to level up. There is going to be an opportunity to balance this relationship, because that's what the divine feminine really wants, the give and take to be equal. Not nobody wants to be the one that keeps giving, but and there will be an opportunity, whether you choose to walk through it, whether you choose to manifest it. It's up to all of you. All right, but there is definitely an opportunity that is going to come around. So let's get an advice card for all people watching. I'm going to get from the animal deck. So I do like this setup, but I don't like the glare. For the next video, I'm gonna see if I can try to minimize the glare. Advice for all twin flames universe. Aha. Manatee, dugong. Accept the situation as it is rather than fighting to change it. I feel this for both divine masculine and divine feminine is to accept this connection. This card is telling me like the divine feminine has been trying to fight this connection. And rather than fighting it and trying to date other people when you're not interested, it's okay if you want to, but if you're not feeling it, if you're not managing to work out, then you just have to accept it. Accept that there is this strong connection with somebody else. Accept that maybe it'll work out, maybe it won't. And accept that maybe it may not work out and maybe you're just going to be the way you are. I know it sounds horrible, but there is a reason why you have this feeling connection with somebody, right? I mean, things happen for a reason. Maybe we just don't see why right now. Maybe towards the end of our lives, we'll figure things out. Who knows? None of us know for a fact, right? But what's the point of fighting it? You can't change it. I mean, trust me, I go through the same problem. I keep trying to force myself to forget, to move on, and I know it's not going to work. It's not. And then I go through this cycle where I'm like, okay, I know that this is it and I should just go with the flow. And then again, I feel low and disheartened and I try to fight it. And there is no point, right? We know what we're meant to be, what we're meant to do, who we're meant to be with. So now it's up to the universe as well as us, our energy to manifest. Be in that phase where you can manifest what you want, but at the same time, not be in that lower vibration of feeling stuck and not being, not feeling as if you're miserable and don't feel that stuck feeling. Feel like, okay, this is where I need to be. Why? What? We don't know. But this is where I need to be. All right, guys, a little heavy this time, but take care.